So, in continuation of what the topic we began, the embattled child, the favorite child, the embattled child. So, we are considering the evidences that will be playing out when a child is favored above other children. So, another evidence is that the parents will be paying more attention to the child more than the other children. So, another evidence is that, let's say, is evidence number 5, they'll be singing the praise of that child more than the others. Evidence number 6, the child will be scarcely scolded. And you know that to spell the rod is to spoil a child. So the child will be, scarcely scolded, seldom, will be scolded seldom. So what are the aftermath, some side effects of, you know, choosing a child as a favorite, loving a child above others? Number one, those other children that feel that they are not that loved by their parents, those other children, they will be suffering from self-esteem. Low self-esteem. And is it because what is lacking in me that my parents that they are found in, so that makes them to love him or her more than myself? So there'll be low self-esteem, you know in some other children, that feel that they are not as loved as that other child. Another disadvantage of choosing a child as a favorite above other children is damage in relationship. That there will be unhealthy relationship between those children and the one that is beloved. Another disadvantage of choosing a child as a favorite is that the favorite child, the child that is considered as a favorite, that is chosen as a favorite, may get spoiled. They may over pamper the child. Another disadvantage is that it may engender depression in other children. It may make them to be depressed. Praise the Lord. So now I want us to look at this critically. When you love a child above other children, that child is predisposed to danger, especially if it is in a polygamous setting. Some other women, some other wives, they can, go to any length in order to attack the child, even the children, the half brothers and sisters, the step brothers and sisters too. They will hate like in the case of Joseph. The father loved him. The reason, because I said some other reasons, I didn't mention the reason why the father loved Joseph, but the Bible mentioned it, that because he was the child of his old age. And the Bible never mentioned this there, that Rachel, the father of Joseph, was the most loved wife of Jacob. So because of that, he transferred that love to Joseph, and because he gave birth to him at his old age. So the other children had started nurturing hatred for Joseph. To cap it all, he bought a coat of many colors for Joseph. That clothes back then would have been so beautiful, you know, that whenever he wore it, the other children would be envious of him. So what resulted? What was the result of the love the father had for, the extreme love the father had for Joseph? He was sold into slavery. They even wanted to kill him. So if you are loving a child above other children, you are exposing the child to danger. And most of our parents do not realize this. My advice to parents is that when we love, if it is a must for us, because like in my own case, I don't have a favorite child. I often tell my children, I don't have a favorite. I love you. I tell them, I love you because of this. I love you because of that. So they cannot even say that this is the person mommy loves most. So if you must love a child, it's better you keep it away from the other children. Don't let them know that you love. You may have your reason. Well, we are all human. So if you must love a child, keep it away from others. Know it to yourself. Don't let others know. Don't let them catch a whiff of it, so that you do not predispose that child to danger, and so that you do not spoil the relationship between your children. So I'm admonishing parents, I'm admonishing parents, because if not for the help of God, Joseph's life would have been totally destroyed when he was sold to into slavery. And apart from that, he might have even been killed, if not for the protection of God upon him. And we all know what, as Christians, we know what the ordeals that Joseph passed through in the land of Egypt before he became prime minister. So we should, even it is the child that we love most, that we should scold most. The Bible told us that God reprimands the child that he loves. So we should not let it,